नंतर क्लास करू. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you share the screen, man? Those who have completed, let me see.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yeah. What you did? What you did? The first one.
Yes, sir.
Rand you created.
From here it's starting. I
Uh,
created the random A of 2 into 3. Then this one matrix of 2 into 1. It is added here. These last two.
what you created? Rand of 2 by 3. Where it is created? And 2 by 3. Okay.
Then
Okay.
a row added of a column added of 2 into 1. This one.
A column added into 2 into 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then two rows added. Uh, then added a row of 1 into 4. This last one.
Then added a row of 1 into 4. Where it is 1 into 4? Okay. Down one.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Then added two rows of 2 into 4. This one. These two.
Random.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Random.
Okay.
Then added a column of zeros, 5 into 1. 1. Yes, 5 into 1.
5
Last
into 1. Okay.
Then it was asked to add a matrix of 3 into 2 of 1. So I made a mistake here. This 2 into 3 I have written here, but it should be 3 into 2. I have corrected here. And these were added here. This in the last.
And what is this 0, 0?
Sir, this is bogus value because to make the matrix consistent.
So that is not we expect.
I have corrected here by changing the values over here.
No. So, see, logically this is correct. But what is expected here, okay,
Yes, sir.
here it is expected that you should have these sub matrices. So finally, when you add 3 by 2, which is once 3 by 2,
Yes, sir.
okay, and below that magic 2 by 2, that
Yes,
should
sir.
be first appended and then it should be clubbed with the remaining ones.
Okay.
You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Sir, but it creates many variables.
Yeah, let it be. See, this has been given to you for understanding the things.
Yes, sir.
So this is not expected. See, bogus elements. Or otherwise, I would simply calculate what is the A size, and I can write 0 by A of 0 by 0, or A of zeros of that particular dimension, and then add the elements.
So what can be done is create a B matrix of this size and then add a B matrix at this place after this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is what is expected.
Okay, sir.
I mean, this is not wrong. I am not saying it's wrong.
Yes,
But
sir.
you end up with some fictitious elements.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else wanted to share? I mean, if you have problems, if you are facing a problem, not understood what you wanted to do, I would like to see the screen of that guy. Don't try to hide the things. If you are getting errors, please let us know. Sharvani, can you share your screen?
Yes, sir. One, please.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, is it visible?
Yeah. Can you make okay? Where you did?
Awesome. So it started from here.
Okay. So B you got random 2 by 3. Okay, then
And then I wrote CD like the ones, zeros,
C,
random,
B,
and
E,
magical one line.
F, G, H. Okay, so you got E, F, G, H. Then what you did?
So then I had problem with like concatenating.
Yeah. So you need to concatenate it in proper fashions. So for example, so see, you can have rand 2 by 3, which is you given by A. Okay. So it's a 2 rows, 3 columns. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Then you have once 2 column, 1 row, 2 row, 1 column.
Yes, sir.
So you can concatenate these two. See your matrix A. You have matrix B. You started from B. Correct? So your
Yes, sir.
matrix B is 2 by 3 rand. So it has 2 columns, 2 rows, 3 columns.
So
Yeah. Look at this. Okay. Then what is ones of 2 by 1? So this is your C. So you can concatenate B and C. Correct?
yes, sir.
So let's do. So form any matrix, not A, not A, not A. So you can form now A1 is equal to concatenate your B and C only. Why you are writing cat and all those things?
So then
So madam, what you was doing from last 3-4 lectures? So many times in a class, I ask, is there any questions? Is there any questions? What was my purpose to ask these questions to you guys? Hmm? I was just doing a time pass here, asking this question and filling the times. You know how to concatenate a matrix? Write a square bracket starting. Then what you wanted to calculate? B and no A and B. A and B. A. You
sir,
wanted to, yeah.
sir, I have no matrix of A.
You already formulated A and B matrix, correct? You don't have A matrix, I think.
Yes, sir, I started from B.
So B and C. B and you wanted to concatenate in a row wise. So B space C. Close the bracket. Enter. See, so it got concatenated in this fashions, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now you got what you concatenated now. So you rand and ones both have been concatenated, correct?
Yes,
Now
sir.
if you look at the dimension of this, it's at 2 rows, 4 columns. So the second ones, which is 1 row and 4 column, can be concatenated in a downsides, or it's a column wise, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you got A1. Now you formulate A2 is equal to concatenate A1 semicolon. No, you don't want to concatenate in a vertical. Yeah, so semicolon. And now once you created by once, which is your once matrix? Once 1 by 4. This might be
It's E.
E. Close the bracket. Go one by one. Yeah, enter. No, it's not your E. It's something different. Go and look. Yeah. Okay. And now the rand, the below rand is 2 by 4, which has 2 rows and 4 columns. So you can still concatenate that too in this A2. Yeah. So A3 is equal to A2. Yes. So you concatenate the first ones. Now go and concatenate the second ones. Once 2 by 1, it's not possible, correct? It has 2 rows, 1 column, not possible. To concatenate this with your A3. So you concatenate this already once. So zeros 5 by 1, 5 rows, 1 column. You can concatenate the zeros matrix. A3, not semicolon. I think no, it doesn't. No, not semicolon. You should understand where to put the semicolon. Semicolon.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Pratish, tell me.
Sorry, sir, by mistake.
Okay. So it's a zeros 5 by 1. Now you want to concatenate ones 3 by 2 and magic 2 by 2. So you need to make the first one these two matrices in a one single matrix, ones and magic. First you concatenate that once and then append this with your A4. Okay, Sharvani, you can do it. Okay, anyone else wanted to share his or her screen?
Excuse me, sir.
The first one.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we can do it by concatenating method, sir. This problem.
We can do it by
Concatenating method.
which method?
Sir, concatenating matrices.
That's what she is doing right now, correct?
Sir, we have to put zeros at the where we have to concatenate from further matrix to the we have to put 0. First, we have to concatenate with other metric.
I don't understand what you are saying. Can you show me?
Sir, if A matrix is A11, 1 order, and B is 2-3 order, so we have to put A11 plus we have to add another matrix B which consists of 0-0 order, 1 order and 4 order.
So are you talking? Are you telling me that if the matrix dimensions are not consistent, we
Yes,
can
sir.
make it consistent by putting the fake zeros?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. Answer is no.
So, sir, how we can concatenate non-consistent matrix?
Sorry.
Sir, how we can concatenate non-consistent matrix then?
So the problems which I will give will not have the non-consistency. Correct. The only thing is that you need to put the brain, a little bit of brain, to see how these matrices fixes to each other. Okay.
Okay, yes, sir.
But the thing is that if you are asking me in a general, if you are asking me in a general that if I have the matrices which does not go along well with each other, if no matter if what can I do, it is not going to fit, then I need to go with the zeros. But once I added the zeros, it changes its properties. If you find out inverse, that zeros plays a role in that inverse. If you find out determinant, that zeros plays a role in the determinant. If you find out condition number, that zeros plays a role in that condition number. You got it?
Yes, sir. Sir, I don't be able to solve this, sir. Can you tell me how to solve this question, sir?
Yeah, share your screen.
Yes, sir.
So before you share, I will share my screen. Hold on. Everybody look at this. If I am able to draw the diagrams, I can draw.
Sir, I stop sharing.
Yeah, I am going to share. Before that, if I am able to draw a diagram for you, all the guys, okay, all the guys, look at this. Those who are facing the problems, look at this. See, the first matrix given us is 2 by 3. Correct? So, if I wanted to indicate the matrix 2 by 3, we'll have like this ones, 2 elements, 2 rows. Correct?
Yes.
And 3 columns. We'll have some element at these locations. Agree? Try to understand the logic. Okay, the second one is ones 2 by 1. Okay, so this is the first one. I am just putting the number here. Okay, the first one. Second one, I am going in a row wise. So the second one is ones 2 by 1. Okay, so it has 2 rows, 1 column. 2 rows, 1 column. Okay, so naturally I can append this because it is 2 by 3. It is 2 by 3. So I can append this to both. Agree, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you look at so now it will become 4 column. Once I append it, it will become 4 column.
Yes.
Agree, Himanshu?
Yes, sir. Agree, sir.
Now 4 column. So let's look at which is the sub matrix has the 4 column. If you look at downside ones 1 by 4. That's the sub matrix, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I can append that here after once I append this two. Once I append these two, I can append the ones 1 by 4, which has 1 row and 4 column.
Yes, sir.
Agree?
Yes, sir. Now I got it, sir.
So now this becomes this much. Okay, so I got this. Now I can append 2 by 4, which has 2 rows and 4 columns. The last one, rand 2 by 4. So I can append this 2 by 4. Step by step. Until you become somewhat experts, you go step by step. So now I appended this all. So I got this matrix. Fine. Now if you look at this, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So what I should append now?
zeros 5
zeros 5 by 1, which has 5 rows. So I can append here zeros 5 by 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now I have appended this. It becomes like this. Okay, 0 is gone. Now once 2 by 3, it has 3 rows and 2 columns. I cannot append that matrix with this. Or magic 2 by 2, I cannot append this. But however, if you look at the first dimension, that's the rows, once has 3 rows and magic has 2 rows. I can append these two,
Yes, sir.
making the column same, and the resultant matrix from this will have 5 rows and 2 columns, and hence I can append that resultant matrix here at this position. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Once you append it and look at A, you will easily find out that the first 6 elements is of rand. After that, 4 element is ones. After that, 8 element is of random number. So this is exactly visible in that big matrix, all these sub matrices. Clear? Now anyone has any problems? Is there anyone who still has some problems? See, please don't hide the mistakes. This is the subject where only your understanding will be useful. If you think that before the examination I will read and do, no, you cannot. If you have logic, you know syntax, you can solve any problem.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, in this question, all the submatrices were given in a particular order to form A. But what if they are given randomly, like in question number 2 of the second picture,
Yeah.
that they're given randomly and we have to find the number of columns and rows of the
Yes.
overall matrix. How do we do that?
Yes. So now, see, this is a classical example of fitting the small boxes, okay, in a big box. Correct? You have some small box of 2 by 5 inch, 5 by 2 inch, 3 by 5 inch. Correct? What you need to do, you need to fit all these small boxes such that they can fit very firmly in a bigger box. You understood the problem now?
Yes, sir.
So now you think rand 2 by 3, okay, rand 2 by 3, once 1 by 2, can I append this to in any way, horizontal way or vertical way?
Vertically, they can be appended, sir.
So you can go and start appending it. At the end of the day, you can get a non-square or a square matrix without any fictitious elements. Okay? And this has been solved, evaluated, so I know that this can be fitting. We can solve this problem.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Think over it. Okay, so is there any problem with the first one? Any questions? Anyone has any difficulty? If not, I request you to go on the second one which I sent you. Okay, so create a matrix A from following submatrices and find the number of rows and columns. Okay, so the matrices given to you is a rand 3 by 2, ones 1 by 2, zeros 5 by 1, ones 1 by 1, zeros 4 by 1, and magic 2 by 2, ones 2 by 4. These are the submatrices. Think over it how it is fit firmly. I can give you whole 8 minutes for this ones. Okay, 8 minutes, and then we can see in last 3 minutes if anyone solved something.
Done, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the resultant dimension, guys?
It's 5/6.
Yes,
5 by
sir.
6.
5/6.
Yes, sir. 5/6.
Everybody got 5 by 6. Is there anyone who got something different? No, correct? So you understood how to we can fix these matrices. Okay, these two assignment has been particularly given to understand the inner dimensions of matrices. It's a little bit complicated when you start, but once you understood the things, it's easier. So I hope you do not have any problems in matrices. We can create matrix, we can access any element of matrix, we can concatenate matrix the way we want it, we can create utility matrix, we can do mathematical operation on matrices. We know all the commands which is required for carrying out any mathematical operations on matrices. Okay. Now what you do, a simple exercise at home, take any equations. Okay, for example, x square plus y plus c is equal to 0. So you took this example, x square plus y plus c is equal to 0. Now, instead of taking x value as a scalar, you can take x value as a vector. Correct? So x would be 1 by 10, y would be 1 by 10, c would be 1 by 10 or a scalar, and try to evaluate that equations. Correct? In this way, you can fictitiously create your own equations, create the data for that equations, and try to carrying out various mathematical operations. Correct? Or the last lecture's problems, I have triangles and rectangles, plus you can create some absurd shapes and try to access those elements. So these are the assignments which you carried out at home. Okay, so now I'm going to stop here. We will see in the next class.